Please welcome Michael!
So, as Casey said earlier, lots of us had the idea of creating a fight scene once this exploration project rolled around, me being one of them. And I knew that, well, my idea was there's going to be other people who are going to do something like this. I need to find a way to make myself original. So my whole idea was going to be creating a fight scene with minimal resources during production and focusing on making it good during post. And I chose a fight scene because fight scenes are the climax of every single movie, whether it's a literal or metaphorical fight. Every single climax is a fight on some level, and that was interesting to me. And I like seeing people beat each other up, because that's also fun. So what I learned was I can't look to the big movies for inspiration. They have thousands of dollars in their budget, they have months to work, they have hired stunt teams. I don't have that at all. So I focused more on the small stuff on YouTube, which is a lifesaver. I focused on what makes up a fight scene. What are the parts of it that every single scene has, and how can I put my own spin on that? So this is the infographic I made of basically what goes into a fight scene. The main thing that you need is to just practice and film again and again and again until you get it right. There's really no other way around it. Unlike the rest of movies where post-production is easily the biggest part, for most fight scenes, the actual filming is the most important. Like, when I was researching, I found this thing, basically this horror story from Jackie Chan, that once, for a single scene, he spent 40 days and almost 3,000 takes just to try to get it correct. Wow. And it's the stuff like that, that for scenes with action, there's no way to replace just working on it. The next most important thing is you need to have your characters show emotion. Honestly, you can have a not so good fight scene, but as long as the audience is emotionally invested in the characters, they'll think of it as good. Now if you have like a really good fight scene, but the characters are shallow and have nothing behind them, it's not going to be seen as good. It's going to be seen as filler, not really that important. And the final part is, once again, we are at freestyle. We do not have stunt people. We do not like to hit each other. So, okay. We are not, rephrasing, we are not supposed to like to hit each other. That sounds, alright. And so, you need to make sure, as Casey was on about earlier, that framing is important. That you can make a fight scene look better by not, showing the audience everything. So, I focused on self-direction for this. I knew what my limitations were. I knew that I wasn't going to be able to beat up people. That's frowned upon. And so I had these grand ideas, though. This is my first script. It is 6 pages, 3 actors, and almost 10 minutes. That went out the door rather early. It was not a good idea. All of the people I asked canceled on me. Next came this, 4 pages, 2 actors. The one actor I had left also canceled on me, which led to this. And even then, we cut major portions for the final part. I needed self-direction on this. I thought that I could do so much more, but I wasn't able to. I thought that I could do my original plan, and that I was proved false on that. So, for my production, I tried to work a lot in post with the audio and keyframes and all that to try to make it better. Honestly, lighting's not that good. Camera placement could use some work. I'm happy this is not supposed to be a masterpiece. So, this is what I ended up with. Did hit me with the bat one time, so that was fun. We cut that shot. Yay. Alright, questions.
Was there someone behind the camera, or did you just set it up?
No, I had to set it up. So, yay. Glad there's no camera movements.
I think you still did good because like you still had a lot of different cuts and a lot of different shots. So I thought that was good.
I like the sound effects.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just want to say, like, I know a lot of things didn't go well, and you were really adaptable, and your final product was really good. So, like, congratulations.
So there's a good thing about overreaching and then pulling back, which I think is that's doable for everybody. But not having enough and trying to fill in later on, that's even worse, I think. So having overreaching and then pulling back is kind of a good thing to learn how to do. So I really enjoyed that. That was a lot of fun. Great. Good job. Thank you.